What's up, family? What's going on? I am back. I am back with you at it again, and this one is for one of my friends, Elvis Garcia de Jesus. Big shout out to you. Sounds to me like you're planning your trip to Sosúa, DR. If you are, congrats to you. It's going to be a lot of fun. Um, you asked me to tell you guys what did I do on a day to day. So my trip to Sosúa DR was supposed to be a 4-day trip. I missed my flight and it turned into a 3-day trip. So here is a quick breakdown of how I spent those 3 days. Day one, I get to POP airport and I take a cab that was about 20 minutes, I want to say. And that cab costed me about 20 bucks. I get to my Airbnb, which was in El Bate, which is a sub district in Sosúa, I would suppose. When you're doing your immigration form that you have to do before you visit Sosúa, they're gonna ask you what like district you're going to. It's gonna be El Bate. So I went from the airport to Sosúa. The specific district was like El Bate. That's a small detail that won't matter in the long run. So I get from the airport to my Airbnb. From my Airbnb, I go straight to Flip Flops. I map it out on my phone. I download the map before I get there. Heads up, for anybody that's gonna be doing some traveling out of the country, download the map of the area. So anyway, I went to Flip Flops. That was my first stop. As you can see somewhere around here, this is where I start to have my shots. Shot. I meet Mr. Flip Flop there. Probably spend a few hours there. I go back to my Airbnb on foot. On foot, everything is accessible by foot. I walked 2 Flip Flops, then I walked back to my Airbnb, showered, came back outside. We took a cab to a mansion party. I don't know the exact location. I could tell you, but it was probably like a rented mansion or whatever. From the mansion party, we went to Ground Zero. The club name was Ground Zero. It's a popular spot. That was also a taxi. Really cheap. Really cheap. That is how I spent day one. After we left the club, I realized I had lost my passport and I lost my wallet. I went home. I grabbed me a little something, and I went back to the Airbnb. You understand? Day two. I woke up that morning, and we're just gonna skip over the part where I rented a dirt bike and went back to Ground Zero unsuccessfully for my passport. And then from there, I went to Cafe Kubano. Cafe Kubano was the official first thing that I did on day 2 of Sosúa, Dominican Republic. Cafe Kubano, the coffee was amazing. It was amazing. I had 2 cups. I wanted 3. I ordered a waffle. The waffle was soggy. It was almost like a frozen waffle that was placed in the oven. A toaster would have been better. Broiled, put it under the broiler would have been better. It would have had a nice crunch. A little butter would have been nice. So Cafe Kubano was the first thing I did. If you leave Cafe Kubano, you can walk through, you can walk straight down, which I did. So the second thing that I did on day 2 was walk down to the beach. The beach would be here. Along the beach, there's a little strip, and there's stores, souvenirs, restaurants, and I walk, and it's pretty long. It just goes on and on. So this on day 2, I walked through the strip, and I had myself a drink. And there's another YouTuber here that is from California who also moved to DR, and he has a restaurant on that strip called Big Papi Subor. Papi Subor, Papisubor. You can also look him up here on YouTube. He also has an Airbnb for rent, but I didn't use that Airbnb. Um, I went there and I got the jerk chicken. As you can see, I'm sure I have a picture up here of my jerk chicken. It was all right. It was pretty good. Papi Subor was pretty good. It was all right. You know what I mean? Um, and then I kind of just chilled. I kind of just strolled the neighborhood and kicked it. That was a good part of my day too. All right, I hung out, had a lot of drinks. Walked. It's walkable, guys. It's walkable. Day three. Day three, I wake up, grab my swim trunks, and I pretty much go right back to that strip that had the beach next to it. And I'm looking for souvenirs. I'm looking for souvenirs, and I'm looking to be lazy, have drinks on the beach. I found both. As you can see from the picture, I got my drink, I got my cigar. I must have swam for like a good 2 hours. All right. And from there, I made a new buddy that just happened to be from my hometown. And the third thing I did on day three was I went to a natural jacuzzi. So there's going to be people there trying to sell you excursions on the beach. There's going to be people as you walk through the strip. They're going to be trying to sell you excursions. One of those excursions was a boat ride to a natural jacuzzi. They saying that the sun heats it up. It was a little gimmicky, but it ended up looking really cool, and it ended up being really cool. So on the third day, that was the last thing I did. After that, I was back walking the strip, mingling, talking. Look, there's gonna be a whole. I should charge you guys for the R-rated version. If you want like the R-rated version, I'll give it to you. There's no shortage of people like offering that. But in my own way, I could offer you that as well. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't care what you need to know. I got the answers. This is definitely the YouTube PG version of the trip. Okay? Okay. I went by myself. If you're thinking about going by yourself, I think you could do it. Don't overthink it. I almost overthought it, but I went and I got it done, and it really wasn't that bad. If you have any other questions, I'm in the comments with you. Elvis Garcia de Jesus. Thank you for the question. If you have any more, I'm right here with you. Put them in the comments. I'm in the comments with you. Do me a favor. Take care of yourself for me, and I'm going to take care of myself for you. If you go to DR, definitely take care of yourself for me like I took care of myself for you when I was out there. All right? Peace.